All right. I'm here with this young man, Dennis, the great Buzukja. How you doing, my good sir?
Great. I'm doing great, man. Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure.
Absolutely. This was actually supposed to happen last year.
Yeah, technically, yeah. I'm a year behind. I'm still in 2019.
Oh, okay. Well, that's all right. So I was telling you earlier that HeadKick Audio had a surprise for you, and we got this bad boy right here. It is a fully functional Nerf bazooka of sorts that I had a buddy of mine work up for you, and it's functional. So the dang thing works. All right, and this was a happy accident, and it was brought to you by this interview right here.
Yeah, it's
Right.
meant to be, man.
Shout out to Liam Etheridge getting that shit done. That's fucking cool as hell.
It's beautiful. I
So
autograph that thing or something. Take a picture
shit,
of it, maybe.
we'll have to. Well, oh shit, we'll have to work that out. We'll have to work that out. So, my man, you're coming off a spinning backfist KO over at Ring of Combat 70, dude. What the hell, man?
Yeah. It was an elbow, actually. It wasn't a back
Oh,
fist.
okay.
It was an elbow. Yeah, no, it was pretty crazy how the whole thing happened, but couldn't have worked out better, man. I'm happy about it.
Shit, I'm happy too. Now, I'm assuming I'm not the only motherfucker that's saying, "Hey, yo, Bazooka, call me, bro. Let's get you on air."
Yeah. The video went viral, bro. It was all over MMA pages. I was on, what's the thing called? MMAfighting.com. Matt, Aljo, Weidman, they all posted it up. The thing when it was sick, bro. Everyone
Yeah,
loved it.
it was a good knockout, and you're over here already name dropping with fucking Aljo.
That's
So
the
that's good stuff. What's that? I'm sorry.
that's the team, their family.
That's it. Well, okay, so let's go ahead and knock that out of the way, man. Go ahead and talk about your camp. What you guys got going on over there?
We got the future coming up, man. The future of the fight game. We got Al, who I live with him actually. It's like my big brother, pretty much, essentially. I'm over here with him. He helps me out a lot. Aljamain Sterling. He's about to be the bantamweight world champion. We got Marab Davalishvili. He's a bantamweight. He's just a tank, bro. He never stops. We got Matt Frivola. He's coming up in the lightweight division too. He just took out Luis Pena. Um, who else we got? Obviously Weidman. That's a given. And
Yeah.
we got some other killers coming up too. My man Nazim Sadikov. He's fighting February 1st at CFFC. He's a killer too. So I'm excited for his fight.
That's what's up, man. Yeah, a bunch of killers over there, and you're talking about high caliber athletes. You're talking about former UFC champions. You're talking about guys that are like literally right there for the UFC title, and then you fight for Ring of Combat and CFFC. A lot of good fighters coming out of these organizations. I want to talk about your fight over at Ring of Combat 70, where you got I'm sorry, I was wrong. The spinning back elbow KO. So I knew it was spinning something. All I remember is going, "What the fuck?" That was my literal reaction. You
and a few thousand people, bro, who had the same reaction. It was crazy.
So what do you think inspired that? Is that something you hit in the gym all the time?
Kinda. Like I don't really throw spinning. I'll throw the spinning stuff, but I won't. I'll chamber it. You know what I mean? I won't let it go because obviously we're training. I don't want to hurt my training partners or anything. But I wasn't going into that fight thinking about it. I did it in the back room actually. I was warming up with my coach Eric Heyer, my striking coach over at Law. And I just threw it. I just did it as I was warming up. I was like, yo, I kind of like that. I was like, let me do that one more time. So I did it, and I was like, one more time. And I caught it clean. I was like, yo, I like that. So then I just put it in the back of my head, you know what I mean? And then it happened in the fight. I don't really think in my fights. I just let it all go. I don't go in with any game plans.
Oh, really? So when you guys are in the middle of the camp, you just sharpen those skills. You're not really focusing on the opponent at all?
Nah, not at all. I know I might stylistically, I'll work with certain sparring partners who match their style with their
Mm-hmm.
body type and everything, but I just do what I do, man. I know what I'm good at. I know where I'm dangerous, and I know where I like to fight to be, and that's where I just work on that.
Yeah, you got a lot of respect, a lot of eyeballs, and a lot of people like scratching their heads and foaming at the mouth at the same time. People want to see Dennis get in there, and they want to see some magic happen. Uh, so I ask, even though I kind of already know, what's your future looking like, man?
It's looking very bright, that's for sure. A lot of shine in there. I'm fighting. I don't even know what number event it is, but February 21st, the Ring of Combat's my next fight. I'm fighting for the belt, so this one's for the gold, man.
So, and this is pretty young in your career. You're already fighting for a major regional title. Ring of Combat, I mean, I've only caught in a couple of their shows, but I mean, their events are solid. You know what I mean? The talent there is fucking like, wow. You know what I mean? You got some good talent over there.
Yeah.
So, but like I said, this is pretty early in your career. Is there any like hesitancy or reluctance to take the fight, or when they called you, like, fuck it, let's go?
Nah, I asked for the fight. I
Oh
told them
shit.
that fight. Yeah. They wanted to give me some other guy. I was like, bro, I don't want to fight that fucking guy. Like, you know what I mean? It wasn't. I don't know. But the title fight I liked, and then it happened to be Tim Dooling fought that night for the belt. So you know, no, he's a great guy. I talked to him a little bit after the fight. I congratulated him on his win. He was very polite, respectful, but he got the belt, and I want the belt. So it's as easy as that. I gotta go get what's mine.
Yeah, 100%. As a matter of fact, that's how I kind of knew because I interviewed Tim not too long ago, and he had a lot of good things to say about you, man. He
Oh,
said,
yeah.
yeah, 'cause we were bringing it up, and he's just like, well, the highlight of the night was my next opponent. And I was like, oh shit. He could have been like, yeah, man, I was the highlight, and this young kid, nah, man, he was 100% respectful, and I kind of like it. You guys both just you're after the same thing. You guys are after gold. You guys are after championships. You guys are after a legacy, and it's not about fuck this guy. So
Not at all. And that's the type of vibe I got from him. He seemed really cool after the fight. Straightforward, no like kind of like shady side eye bullshit. I would have called it. I would if it was some. I would have called somebody out if they were kind of giving me that type of vibe. But he was cool, straightforward, respectful. I like his style. I seen a few of his fights because I looked him up, and he fights, man. We're gonna go in there and fight, and I respect that. That's why I wanted the fight with him. Not him per se, but just for the belt, really. But I like the matchup. I like his style. He's gonna stand up and fight. You know what I mean? So I respect.
yeah, I actually was grilling him about that a little bit, telling him like, you're a better grappler than you are a striker, which he informed me that he actually started with striking, but the grappling is where he really exceeds, and he didn't really use it till the end of the fight. You know what I mean? So this is one of those fights that it's going to start on the feet. I have a feeling it's going to end there as well. You guys are both going to go to war here.
Yeah, listen. I mean, a fight's a fight. It might end up anywhere. That cage is small, so it might end up on the ground. I might submit it, man. You don't know. I haven't. No one's seen my ground game in over a year. My fights don't really go to the ground that much, but I got Matt Serra as my jiu-jitsu coach. I got Weidman, Aljamain, Al. I'm with them every day. Nobody knows where my ground game is at, and that's a huge advantage for me. So people think I'm just a striker. By all means, I might take the fight to the ground. People don't know what's gonna happen. Um, so that's on them to really prepare for the worst.
Excuse me. Who's your main training partner over at you had sorry, you had a Serra Longo, right?
Yeah.
Okay, who's your main training partner over there?
I'd say between Al and Aljo, and yeah, probably them two are my top. Probably Al. I work with him a lot.
Mm-hmm.
He helps me out a lot. He kind of like took me under his wing, so I'm definitely with him a lot. I pick his brain about certain things because he's been in the game a long time, and he's at the pinnacle of the sport as it is in the most stacked division. So he knows a lot. So he helps me out.
Okay, and does that ever like kind of give you like that extra boost of confidence knowing that you're training with champions and contenders in the UFC?
Hell yeah, bro! You kidding me? There was one fight. It was after he fought Khabib. and I was at the Barclays Center, so I felt the energy. I was there for his walkout, and I fought a month after him for my first amateur belt, and I was like, "Fuck, man, I'm nervous." I was about to walk out. I was on deck. I remember him just standing right next to me, and I looked. I don't even think he knows this, but I looked over at him, and I just remembered him walking out to go fight Khabib, and he was just loose. And I'm like, "Yo, dude, this guy fought Khabib and didn't give a fuck. Like, why am I nervous? You know?" So my last fight, like from then on, I was like, "Dude, like this is nothing. You know, unless it's like a title fight in the UFC, like." I don't think I'm really stressing anything.
Well, that's a great mentality, especially to pick up from your teammates, knowing that they go out there and go to the decision with Khabib. His last few fights haven't even gotten that far. Okay, and Al went all the way, and you were saying he wasn't even breaking a sweat to walk out there. So that's pretty cool. That just one glance at him, and you're just like, man, fuck this shit. This
Yeah,
ain't nothing.
fuck this, bro. I was like, I'll take the gloves off and fight right now. Fuck the gloves.
Oh, that's good stuff. That's good stuff. All right, so I don't ask this question enough, okay? Because all fighters are different. You know what I mean? Some fighters are strikers, some fighters are ground fighters, some are just mixed martial artists. But I would like to know, from a fighter's perspective, what is the day or the drill that you hate the most? Like if you're doing wrestling that day or jujitsu that day or boxing, like what is the one thing that you're just like, man, fuck, we're doing that today. Let's just get this shit over with then.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. The hardest part of my day is really getting out of bed. Um, I'm not even joking with you. I wake up late always, but I go to every training session happy to train. You know, I'm getting better, healthier, stronger, faster. I'm doing what I love with people I love. You know, I have this is my second family. It's an extended family of law at the Serra Longo camp. You know, so there's really I can't think of anything. Like I'm trying to. I love. If I could spar every day, I would. I love sparring. I love weightlifting. I love conditioning. Even drilling, man. It's just building that second nature as a fighter. You know, there's people who fight and there's fighters, and then I'm a fighter. You know, so just it's me. It's who I am, and I love doing it. There's really no session. There's no aspect of it that I don't like. I love wrestling, striking, jiu-jitsu. I do movement training as well. Like I love it all. You know.
Now, do you do any like breathing or any type of yoga? Have you introduced anything out of the cultural norm into your training camps?
Movement training. Um, I would go out in the city and I have a guy come out to the gym. His name's Omri, and it's kind of like yoga, breakdancing kind of thing, like capoeira, like hybrid type of thing. But it's really just understanding the body and loose and understanding the chain, the body. You know, like the body is a chain essentially, the way it moves. It's just understanding the body. That's one thing I think I do a little bit different. And I
Okay, and
don't
when did you integrate that into
uh,
your training?
about 2 years ago.
Okay, and you think it's made a significant difference?
Oh yeah, 100%. Balance, coordination, just loose, being fluid. Because that's my style really. I'm not really a tense, shoulders high type of fighter,
No.
brawler. You know, I'm loose, I'm elusive. So it works for me. It's certain things work for different people. You know, I don't run. I never run. I never run for cardio. So that's something I probably do different that a lot of probably every other fighter doesn't do either.
Damn. Okay. Yeah, that's so how does that tie into the weight cut if you're not doing a whole lot of cardio?
Just train hard, bro. Like I remember Al said one time, marathon runners don't spar 12 rounds to get ready for a marathon. You know. Um,
True.
exactly. How bro?
True. I mean,
How much sense does that make? It makes so much sense. Like so, I just spar hard. I spar every training session is a fight essentially. Same mentality, same intensity, and that's how I prepare for my fights. You know, I don't go run. I don't think the weight cut comes from the proper diet and hard training, and just understanding of what certain foods do to the body. So it's really just more smarter instead of harder.
Now you fucked up because you mentioned food. Okay, I'm a big foodie. I'm a big foodie. So let's talk about. Well, first we'll talk about diet, and then we'll talk about the good stuff.
I got you.
Okay. All right. So what type of foods would you suggest to help a person like kind of not necessarily get ready for a fight, but kind of like maybe boost their energy or give them a little extra, but not so much on the like a Snickers bar or some shit like that.
um, Chia seeds are great for energy. You can mix those in with anything. It's really more natural foods, I should say, more from like the earth, like vegetables, fruits, greens. People try to avoid carbs, but I think carbs are good for the body. But healthy carbs, of course, not pizza or bread. A little bit of pasta, sweet potatoes. I love. Sorry, bro. You know I love it. Hey, listen, I eat it a lot, anyways. So, um, but yeah, that's really what it is. A lot of fruits and vegetables is what I go to, and it's really cutting out all the processed shit.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I got you. We're really trying that ourselves, me and my wife. As a matter of fact, yours truly just made carbless bread. If I don't say so myself, it was delicious.
How's that even
Um,
possible?
what's that?
How's that even possible?
Eggs?
Carbless bread, really?
Yeah, I think it's carbless. It's got fucking it's just eggs and like seasoning. Like it's pretty
Oh,
fucking easy.
oh no way! I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I was trying to figure out how I can incorporate bread back into my diet. And there's this lady online, I think she's called like the Big Apple Mom or some shit like that. She's out in New York,
Oh,
and she does like recipes for like low carb or carbless shit. You could do carbless bagels, carbless pizza, fucking all kinds of shit.
I want carbs in my pizza though. It's not pizza without carbs.
Exactly. I'm gonna give it a shot, but I know I'm gonna hate it.
It's not the
Now, but we're trying to do that. Incorporate lot of more fruits and veggies. I myself went on 2 weeks of no meat. It was all just fruits and vegetables, and then my wife couldn't do that, so we had to do chicken and fish. And then next week we're gonna start with the heavier proteins, the beef and the pork.
same.
But just occasionally because we're both on the heavier side. I know I don't look like it because I got my skinny jacket on, but trust me, I'm only 5'6", and I was almost 200 pounds not too long ago. So we're really trying to get that shit. Plus, I've been talking to a lot of fighters, and every time because I'll mention my I'm never scared to mention my amateur career because a lot of quote unquote media like they've never fought. I'm one of the ones that's like, no, I got my ass kicked, but I fought. You know what I mean?
All right. You stepped in
But
there. It takes a lot of courage to do.
it really does. But I've been getting a lot of invites. Yo, come out to the fucking gym. Come out to the gym. And I'm just like, yo, I can't show up fucking 200 pounds as fucking short as me and, get winded in 2 minutes. So that's kind of been my focus. Because I really do want to, like, fucking go, even if I'm getting my ass kicked, which I probably would, go to the gym with, like, real fighters. Because I never got to do that with my amateur career. So, yeah. But anyway, that's enough about me. I'll get stuck talking about me for a minute.
Come down to law anytime, man. I'll be another one to invite you.
See, well, there you go. If I'm ever on that side of the country, I'm gonna fucking call you.
You gotta, 100%. You gotta come down.
Hopefully I'll be skinny by then. Goddamn.
The Bagel Boss came to train with us. I don't know if you saw that. I don't know if you know who the Bagel Boss is. The little short guy.
Oh yeah, Bagel Boss. Okay, that little angry guy.
Yeah, he came down, man. If he came down, you gotta come down.
Oh shit, I can't get beat out by the Bagel Boss. God damn it. All right, so food. Now we got the fruits and vegetables out of the way. We got like the beef and the pork and the chicken out of the way. Fuck fish right now. I want to talk about the good shit. I want to talk about that post-fight celebration that I just fucking won a world title and I ain't gonna fight for another 6 months. What are you eating? What does that meal look like?
Bro, I go to, there's a place in Staten Island called Cafe Latte. It's in Staten Island because I'm from Staten Island. And they have this Albanian food called burek. It's like this dough, and on the inside they put either meat or cheese or like spinach with cheese. I go get like two of them because they're pretty big, bro. I just stuff my face in with them. Like so fat, but it's so good, and they make it amazing there. If anyone's in Staten Island, bro, go to that spot and get burek. It's fucking sick. It's traditional Albanian food, you know, so I love it.
Yeah, that's what's up. I've never had traditional Albanian food, but that right there sounds so good. You're making me hungry, and I just ate dinner. So
I just ate too, bro. I'm about to go get some.
yeah, we had fish and salad with that bread that I made. It was pretty good, man. It's pretty good.
Sounds
What'd
like
you have?
sounds like you're getting ready for a championship fight.
Al, what'd you have for dinner?
I had some sushi. I went out, got some sushi with my boys. A little bit of sweet potato for some carbs, and a salad on the side to complement it. Nothing crazy, you
See,
know.
that's what I'm talking about. See, you can still eat like good shit. It's just my whole thing is you gotta fucking do that shit in moderation. I can't do that shit. I'm like sushi, okay, I gotta go to a buffet then. Because I can't just have one or two.
Nah, you gotta control it. There's a limit. Everything has a limit.
Apparently me and sushi just ain't ever gonna follow it.
Yeah, that can't ever stop.
Okay, so your next fight is a championship fight against Tim Dooley. That's 5 rounds, okay? And he was actually supposed to fight the what do you call it? The undisputed champion, because right now he's got the interim title.
Mhm.
So unless that has since fallen off, you guys will be fighting for the interim title. Now that's 5 rounds. I'm assuming that you and your team are planning on going less than 5. So I would like a fight prediction if you got one.
I think they're 3 rounds actually, 3 5-minute rounds in Ring of Combat.
Oh, okay.
Ring of Combat's a little different, yeah. Usually regular fights are 3 4-minute rounds, and this one for the belt is 5-minute rounds. That's really the only difference, but it's like a regular UFC fight.
Damn. Okay. Well, that works out even better for you. So you're definitely going less than 5. But what round do you get it done in?
I'm always coming for that first round, bro. That's my thing. I'm in there, in and out, you know. But listen, I could the same way it is in the first. I'll come out in the third. It really makes no difference to me. It's only 15 minutes. You know what I'm saying? It's not like boxing where they go 36 minutes.
Yeah.
You know, with more volume. This is a fight. There's grappling. There's cage control. You know, I think there's a little bit more breaks because I used to box. I come from boxing actually. So I think MMA is a little bit type of different cardiovascular system regarding the wrestling and the cage work and the isometric holds and everything. But I think boxing is more taxing on the cardiovascular system.
Okay. Now, I couldn't find in my research how old you are.
How old do I look, bro?
I'd say 24.
22.
22?
I just turned 22, yeah.
Damn. Okay. Well, shit. The beard makes you look a little bit older.
I need a haircut, bro. I need a fucking haircut bad. But I'm in training. I'm like so stuck in training right now. Like it's crazy. I can't even get a haircut.
That's all right, man. That like I said, it's a good problem to have, man.
Yeah.
Because all you're gonna do is you're gonna get better. You're only 4-1 in your professional career, and the only loss, the kid is still in a Ring of Combat, but his wins are all by decision. Yours are all by KO. So I'm assuming that's why you get the call over him, and that does leave the door open for a rematch. How soon are you looking to get into the big leagues?
By the summer.
Oh shit. Okay.
I'm hoping to jump on that contender series this summer, if everything goes according to plan.
Okay.
But I try not to talk too far into the future. You know, my life ends February 21st. Like I have nothing planned after that. I die that night. Like literally. Like in my head, everything leads up to that night, those 15 minutes, and then whatever happens after that happens. So that's the way my mind works with this whole thing.
That's an interesting take. I've never really heard that before. I've heard like, I'm just focused on the fight or, we'll have to wait and see. But you're saying there's no aftermath until there's aftermath.
Exactly. Because listen, I could have all these. I could lay out my whole life for you right now if I really wanted to. But who the fuck knows how things will work out? Like, I got injured back in March. I was supposed to fight 3 times in between that time. You know what I mean? Like I was supposed to be way later on in my career at this point. At this point now, but you don't know how things work out. So I could get injured that fight. I could go out and get drunk after and get hurt. I could trip and fall on the sidewalk and break my wrist. Who knows, you know? But like I said, once everything leads up to those 15 minutes in there, and I'm either gonna kill him or he's gonna kill me. So I'm not. You're gonna have to put me out because I'm gonna keep coming. I'm gonna keep coming forward. With that, that goes with any fight, not just this fight. But that's the way it works.
That is the most interesting take, and I kind of like a live by the sword, die by the sword, and like there's no happily ever after because there's just nothing after that. Is it's bizarre, but in a way, like it makes a whole lot of sense. You know what I mean? Because you just said you could plan your whole life out, and then as soon as we hang up, one of us could get hit by a bus.
Yeah, bro. Like I live day by day. I go training session by training session, bro. I train 2, sometimes 3 times a day, and depending on how I'm feeling is how I'm gonna train. So that's really it. I take it training. I don't even take it day by day. I take it training session by training session.
Damn. So, is there any life outside of training?
Um, I'll go back to Staten Island because I live out here in Long Island now because I train out here. I'll go back on the weekends when I'm done. I'll go see my family. Just chill with them, whatever they want to do. I'll go out to eat with the team, you know, with some guys from the team after training. But that's really it, bro. We got a pool table at the house. We got video games here. We're on the water. Like it's sick, bro. I'm living the best life I could live.
And is this how you imagine things, or was there a plan before fighting?
There was a plan before fighting. I wanted to go to school, get my degree, work construction, save up money, and invest in real estate. That was the plan. Now I want to train every day, knock people out, get money, and invest in real estate.
There you go. I like Plan B. Plan B sounds a little bit more fun.
I like it better too, but a lot of people don't. But they'll see what I see soon enough.
Now, is your family supportive of the fight career?
Now they are. You know, Albanian parents. They came from over there. They care. You know, they want you to work or go to school and school more than anything. But they're not wrong. They're not wrong with it. But this is America, bro. It's the land of opportunities. You know, this is where you can make anything happen if you have a dream and believe in it.
God damn, you're making me like think my whole life over. Holy shit! And you're only 22.
22.
You're a smart son of a gun. You know that?
Smart's a strong word, bro.
Okay, well, how about this? Maybe Al and Aljo and all them guys over there are beating some sense into you day after day after day after day.
That's what it is. That's what it is. Each right hand that I eat, that's their little why. There's a little experience of life coming into me. So that's what it is.
It's your fault because you continuously tell them you're hungry for right hands. So they're gonna continue to give them to you, man.
You're giving it, yeah, bro. I can't help it. You'd think I'd slip my head a little bit or something, but I don't know.
It's not even like you got a hittable face, man. You're a good-looking kid for 22. Ring of Combat's got a whole lot. I mean, they could really do a lot of stuff with you over there. And you're talking about a contender series. I know Dana White's going to take one look at you, your personality, and your fighting style and be like, this is the next fucking guy. Look at what he did with Sugar Sean. You know what I mean? Look at what he's doing with Macy Barber. You know what I mean? Who's going to lose this weekend? Look at who he's doing with, you know what I mean? He could take somebody that's got a little bit of something and turn it into,
I agree.
Real estate.
I agree. Yeah, I agree for sure. They can push who they want to push, but I think also you just got to have that thing that the fans seem to like. Like there's a lot of fighters who have awesome fighting styles, but they just don't really connect with the crowd, with the fan base, So, but I think I have that thing that people like, or whatever it is. I don't know, but people seem to like it, and I'm all right with it. I'm not complaining.
Yeah. I believe the words you're looking for is the it factor. You have that it factor, and I can't disagree. I really do think you have the it factor. You just got to really focus on answering the Twitter, and then I think you're the whole package.
I appreciate that, man. I have a problem with that. I don't have my notifications on. I shut all my notifications off because it just blows up too much, man. Like,
See, and he wasn't wrong. He's got no head movement because I threw a jab all the way from Tucson, Arizona, and bang, right there.
quick jab, quick jab.
There you go. We got to work on that head movement, man. Well, look, dude, this has been a lot of fucking fun, man. This is definitely worth the wait for me. Definitely worth the wait for me. It just, this guy could have been brought out a little bit sooner, but it's cool. It's now it's gonna become a prop on the show forever because I do fighter interviews and then I do a show Saturday, usually after the UFC cards or whatever cards are going on that weekend, and then we pop it off and do some cool shit. So this is gonna become a fixture on my set, and I couldn't be happier. I think it came out really cool, and every time I get to talk about it, I get to bring you up and shoot out the link for this interview. Talk about your next fight, all good shit. But is there anybody that you would like to thank before I let you go? Training partners, sponsors, whoever you want, man. Take as long as you want. The floor is yours, my friend.
Dude, I got the craziest support system. I'm just like everyone. I'm just blessed with everyone that I have around me. I got the Sports Science Lab in Staten Island. Obviously, the Serra Longo team. All my coaches and training partners. My family more than anyone. They support me all the way now. There's just so many people, bro. I can't even. We'd be here for like 30 minutes, another 30 minutes if I sat and if I thanked everyone. But they know who they are, and those who aren't a part of it, they know who they are as well. So I keep my circle very small. So they all know who they are, and I thank them every day.
Okay, and you got any sponsors that you want to shout out? Because I know that's still a lucrative part of your very young career.
Yeah, well, I got the Sports Science Lab, Manimal Training Camp. That guy's awesome. Manimal John Beneduce, he's out with us too. Maybe you could get him on. That guy's a character. He's one of my favorite people at the gym. I want to shout him out. He has a training camp. Yeah, he has his own training camp that he does up in upstate. He'll give you like a diet based on your body type, workouts for your body type. He breaks it down to like a science. His shit is awesome. So Manimal Training Camp, I'm gonna shout him out because he's a great guy too. So if anyone's like maybe you guys, if you're looking to get in shape with that thing or whatever, definitely hit him up. He's definitely the guy to talk to. So shout out to him.
Right on, right
on. Who else we got? Brooklyn Meal Preps. He's helping me out for this camp with the meals. He's out. He delivers to Brooklyn and Staten Island. So shout out to him. He's helping me. My boy Billy from Brooklyn. Yeah, that's it, man. That's all I can really think of right now.
All right, and then we got social media. We're gonna run through your tags. It's at Dennis Buzukja. That's Buzukja. For those of you who don't know how to spell it, there's only one A, and it's at the end. It's not bazooka. It's Buzukja.
Yeah.
Okay, you gotta get that shit right. And like I said, if you get it wrong, I'm coming after you.
He's coming. He's coming with the bazooka.
So, and that's on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all that shit at Dennis Buzukja. Give him a follow. So if you're watching this right now, you're a fan of the show, one of my listeners, give this man a follow. And then check him out at Ring of Combat. He's fighting for the championship against the Jaguar, Tim Doolin. Get that going for that gold, and then talking about the Contender Series during the summer. I mean, this guy might be on like the year-end card for the UFC pay-per-view already.
Yeah, man.
That's the kind of trend that he's setting right now. So that's what we're gonna look for. But I want to thank you for your time. Like I said, this has been a lot of fun. I'm glad we could finally lock this thing down and and get it, because like I said, it's been a blast, man.
Thank you for being patient with me, man. I appreciate it. And thank you for your time and having me on. It was a fun time. Thank you.
Absolutely, man. So after you get your goal, we'll have you on again. All right?
Yes. I'll have it right here on this shoulder. Right here. I'll have it right up here for you. Shiny, all nice and shine for you.
All right, man. Well, thank you very much. You have yourself a good night. We'll be talking soon, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you, man. Have a great night.